The 2019 Women's Six Nations gets set to conclude this afternoon with a contest here in Padova that should see two sides giving it everything for a second place finish in the championship. England were of course crowned worthy winners of the Grand Slam at Twickenham last night, but Italy take on France here, knowing that a big victory could see them steal the runners-up spot from Annick Héraud's side. Despite their big loss to the eventual winners last weekend, there's been plenty to cheer in the Italian women's campaign, including a memorable win against Ireland. Italy unbeaten apart from that result against England. 2 wins in the table, as you can see. France 3 wins with their loss to England, but that puts them on 16 points. England runaway winners with the Grand Slam, but all to play for second spot. Well, good afternoon. Great to have your company here at the Stadio Plebiscito. And Italy come out to take the field, and leading them out is winger Sofia Stefan, earning her 50th cap. Wonderful moment for her. And here come the rest of the two sides. Gaëlle Hermé and Manuela Ferlan, the two captains this afternoon. Hermé, of course, has been playing 6 most of the tournament, but with Romain Manège picking up a red card against Ireland, well, we'll see her moving back into that number 8 slot as the teams begin to take their places. We're about 40 minutes from Venice in the north of Italy. Good bit of rugby country up in these parts. Now, as has been the case across the Six Nations this weekend, following the appalling tragedy in Christchurch, which we know is a true rugby heartland, the rugby family will take a moment to pay its respects to those who lost their lives, and of course all those injured and affected. So the formalities complete. Good to see plenty of banners in the crowds as well. The Sarah Baratin fans are here from the Villova club. Well, Italy, well, they've enjoyed enviable continuity throughout the 2019 Six Nations. They make just one change from the loss to England in Exeter. Veronica Madia's back into the side, having missed that game, allowing Beatrice Rigoni to slot back into her inside centre channel. It's a 50th cap for winger Sofia Stefan, as we said, one of 5 starting players to whom Padova is very much home turf. And Manuela Ferlan captains the side from fullback. And having been forced into a couple of changes against Ireland, France make 3 for their Italian job. Miley Traore's back in a starting jersey for Ari Cast, and then 2 new faces, an 18-year-old Axel Bertumier, who slots in for Roman Menager, Elme moving to number 8, and Marie Saluzzo comes in at scrum half to partner the bold Pauline Baudon at fly half. Yolene Youngo continues in the centre, the Rennes player familiar with a couple of club teammates in the Italian lineup. And there's no Safi Ndiaye, Sabina Gagnon or Lene Corson through injury for France. In terms of the replacements, well, for Italy, Silvia Tirasi and Jess Bussato made their debuts in this fixture 2 years ago, while Ambongila, Pellegrini and Gross are the players looking to earn their first caps this afternoon. Referee is England's Sarah Cox. And we are all set to get underway in Padova. France have won the last 3 encounters between these two sides since that Italy win in 2015. What's going to be the story of this one? Italy have managed to nick that straight from the restart. Very nicely done into the hands of Giordana Duca. And Baratin plays it away. Rigoni's restart was very nearly won by France, but this is a very positive start from Italy as Bertoni makes the carry. Ball's gone back, but now Rigoni into the tackle of Traore, but managed to swat her away well. Good continuity from the home side. Madia. Baratin just inside the 22 now, Italy. Here they come again. The big frame of Valentina Ruzza. 29th cap. One of those players who plays her rugby here in Padova. Lovely spotting of the hole from Rigoni. And they come again through Madia. Got a little bit deeper hill. That's lovely footwork. Sofia Stefan. Love to score on her 50th cap. Got the score. Touchdown for a try against Ireland in that 29 points to 27 win. Shipping it on. This is brilliant from Italy. What a start they're having. Can they find the line? Bertoni with the last carry. Got to keep their composure here. Franco. Score of 3 tries in the competition so far. Picking and going. Playing a French game into the hearts of Les Bleus. Baratin there, looking to urge them on. Tackle comes in from Elme. She's got to get herself back and onside. Italy goes short. Sarah Cox has just spotted a knock-on in there. And that will be hugely disappointing for the home side, who built brilliantly from kickoff. You can see the importance of winning those balls from kickoffs and restarts. It really is the 3rd set piece of the modern game. Italy able to hold on to possession all the way up to the try line, but crucially just unable to hold on to it. France will breathe a big sigh of relief. And Marie Saluzzo, the Bobigny scrum half, played a fair bit of 7s for France as well, and she is in, plays off to Baudon, of course, who has played a fair bit at 9 herself, started there in the competition. Ferlan did well to get around Boujard. Baratin looks to the left, stepping in off that wing is Stefan. Now Madia comes running around, but it's going to be a penalty to France. Italy get themselves isolated. Would have been a sensational start for the home side to get on the scoreboard. France now with this penalty, the chance to set up a line out somewhere around the halfway line, you would expect. Italian support's got to get in there and try and help Stefan out a little bit more than they were able to on that occasion.
There are a fair amount of tricolours in the stadium. Of course, the difference is just whether there's a bit of red on them compared to a bit of blue. So used to seeing the regionalisation of the French games drawing in such huge crowds. 3,500 expected this afternoon. In France, they've been the strongest side at set-piece in this year's championship, but in, well, Elisa Giordano, Italy have the best line-out stealer in their ranks, but not able to thwart the French there. Bourdon. Good strong clear out in the middle. It's just been tipped on by France, but that was just a little too much. Needed somebody to about take the contact.
Got touched on the way out, so line out. Okay?
Trying to overplay. Kumba Diallo.
So take the quick line out, all right? Just put your
Wearing
arms
her
up
38 cap.
Diego. Giù.
A little bit of to and fro at the front of the line out. It's gone over the top, but Italy have it in the hands of Ruzza.
Elena.
Baratin, Rigoni,
Elena, dov'è?
into Gabby Vernier.
Elena, dove andiamo?
Italy up to put boot to ball, and there's Jessie Tremoulier. Just tidied up in the end from Saluzzo.
Good turnover.
It's turnover ball for Italy. It's loose ball though. Wasn't terribly well dealt with. Elaine Yengo was flying over the top off her feet there. But Tony. France causing all sorts of problems at the breakdown. That is brilliant from Traore.
Hold him.
Got herself into a key position to affect that turnover. And Italy might need to look at putting a couple more bodies into that breakdown if they're going to secure ball. Well, Boujard has sliced that one. Just got about 10 metres on it in the end.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Caroline Thomas, 4 tries in the competition so far for the French hooker.
More.
It's a nice little ball back inside for Boujard, but it was well spotted. For France, looking to break. They love a bit of organised chaos for this French side. They will look to break off anything, pick up the scraps and strike. Didn't quite work out for them on that occasion. They might have come off Lucia Guy into touch there, but not spotted by the officials, so Italy will have the line out. Tony gets the ball in, one of those players who plays her rugby in Rennes. Baratin. Ball just snatched back by Franco. Rigoni. Decent spiral kick, but Tremoulier was well placed to receive it, but the follow-up from Italy is decent, and that was well done by Muzza.
Okay, let's go.
But is anybody protecting the short side? Good awareness from France as to where the holes might have been. Traore. Giacomoli helps bring her to ground. Bourdon look to try and get on the run around. Dummy runners coming in. Saluzzo trying to put as much pressure on her opposite number as possible.
Advantage. Not rolling.
Little ball over
you
the
must
top.
roll quicker. You stop the ball
Not going
coming
to
out.
quite work out. France will have
She
the
must
penalty.
roll quicker. Yeah.
Italy not rolling away is the call. France go to the back. They are going to run it. Thought for a moment that the maul might be coming. Yengo with the carry. Bourdon wants it again, fires it away. Good man and ball hit on Jessie Tremoulière.
Advantage.
Another penalty advantage being played to France. Diallo with the carry. Bourdon. Option running off her on the shoulder was Céline Ferrer.
Okay, no advantage. It's a knock on. I can't hear your comms.
Just a knock on, in fact. Thought it was a penalty advantage.
A knock on in the
Arm
tackle.
that was up from Sarah Cox. France have scored 26 tries over the course of the 2019 Women's Six Nations. Italy have had a positive campaign, but 8 tries tells you all you need to know about what we might expect from each of these sides' attacking options this afternoon. Italy put a good shove on that scrum, but France have gone down the blind side with Hermé. Was looking for support, sensing the tackles coming in.
Drop.
Have Italy managed to turn that over? Well, a strong position for the visitors. Becomes a defensive moment, and Rigoni is in the pocket, ready to make the clearance here, which she does. Beatrice Rigoni moved back to centre from playing fly half against England. One of the Valsuga Rugby Padova players, made her debut against Wales in 2014. 2 line-outs apiece so far.
No worries. Yeah, I've got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Thomas goes for safety, and to Céline Ferrer at the front. Italy get a shove on, but France will look to try and change the emphasis of the attack. It's a good counter-drive and expectation from Italy. And the French pack won't have been used to going backwards too many times in the competition.
Don't leave it calm, wait!
Excellent work from the home side. Ferrer, having got out of that, is ready to make the carry. Now Bourdon. Yengo is there, but it won't come to her. It's to Vernier and on for Tremoulière. Gets those long legs working. Vernier gives it away. Rigoni is the one who receives it. But they haven't got too much advantage out of that little run. Well, exceptional in terms of the driving maul defence from Italy. Gabby Vernier just nudging that one forwards.
Okay. Yeah. Go.
Got a hat-trick against Scotland in our hometown of Lille.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Italian scrum. Pick up from Giordano. Now the clearance with the left boot is going to go all the way, and the chase sufficient enough to deny Boujard any opportunity to take the quick one. Nicely done from Veronica Madia. Good for Italy to have the options of the right and left boot between Madia and Rigoni. Diallo takes it at the back. Boujard coming through the middle, but loses it forwards. So Italy have it with Madia. Sends the ball away. That's really nicely taken from Ferland. And can they get it on the outside? Italy striding away through Aramuzzo. They just stutter and start for a moment. Need to make sure the support's there to hold on to possession. But they're looking comfortable on the ball, Italy. Giordano Duca over the halfway line. Madia was looking for it to the left, but they go to the right. Sofia Stefan again popping up in that first receiver position. Over on her opposite wing. Giordano down on the near side is loitering very, very wide. Should they consider any form of crossfield option? Ruzza gets it onto Rigoni. Rigoni couldn't handle it. And Hermé comes away, wrapped up by Giordano. 8 on 8.
No advantage. Come back.
We'll come back for the scrum. Oh, we're being treated to some fantastic moments in the opening 14 minutes here in Padova. Frustration on the face of Beatrice Rigoni. It was an impressive surge out of their own 22. France having more of the ball. Plenty of the action has been down towards the French side of the field. Italy get another shove on. Goes just about to the 90, does it?
Straight round.
The referee says that the drive from Italy wasn't straight.
Rounds, come straight round.
Fourth penalty that Italy have conceded, and they will just need to be a little bit careful as the sun begins to paint some light shades over what is a bit of a sandy track here in Padova. Italy have scored just 5 points in their last 3 games against France in the Women's Six Nations since that victory in 2014. Failed to score in 2 of the 3 games. France have scored a total of 124 points. Italy have been a much more positive side throughout this year's Six Nations. Pick up from Franco. Baratin, Madia. Away for Rigoni. Just delayed the pass. She'd done the hard work, managed to get rid of her opposite number, just needed to get the pass in around the back. Couldn't quite get it to go to hand. The frustrated face of Andrea Di Giandomenico. France have stacked all their players on the right-hand side currently. And that's where Saluzzo's going to play it away. They're going to go for the crossfield effort for Boujard. Couldn't get a hand on it, but does chip it through. Oh, and then just has to use a hand to control it. It's very nicely done from Pauline Bourdon. Furlan had come forward. Bouchard would have thought she was in. Knock-on will give the scrum to Italy. Caroline Bouchard playing in her 4th Six Nations.
Bind.
Topped the offload charts
Set.
in last year's competition. Penalty Italy.
Your flank is binding and into the front row.
Rigoni will try and get as much on this as she can.
Your flanker cannot come into the front row. Your flanker cannot come into the front row. All right?
You can hear Sarah Cox just spelling things out to Gaëlle Hermé. Italy go to the back, it's well won. Baratin, Madia, up through the middle. Solid run from Arrighetti, and Baratin gets it. Oh, it's good footwork from the scrum half. Support line from Giacomoli. Lovely stuff from Italy. Madia is looking back to the right, but they pile their numbers down the left-hand channel if Baratin can get it away there. She's looking to the right again, Baratin. Lucia Gai. Now the players run around the corner. Giada Franco. Baratin. Little ball back inside to Ruzza. Clara Joyeux trying to make the tackle on Ruzza. Rigoni. Now they try and put some more width on it. Sofia Stefan going for the line. The try is scored by Italy. 50th cap for Sofia Stefan, her 2nd try of the competition, and critically the first score in Panama. Brilliant combination of backs and forwards in the setup, breaking down the middle initially. Baratin with the footwork, combining well with Giacomoli. And then Rigoni. Lovely little dummy from Stefan. She did well to make the line and get the finish as well. Jubilant scenes with the first score. It was well deserved as well, wasn't it? Goodness me. Michaela Solari has hit the crossbar. No points for the crossbar challenge in this one. Obviously didn't back herself too much in terms of distance. Went for the angle. Just a couple of inches in it in the end. Great score from Stefan. Italy 5, France 0. Wasn't quite the take that Lucia Gai would have liked from the restart, but just went through her legs and backwards. Rigoni into the tackle of Joyeux. Italy now beginning to put a few more numbers in the breakdown. Taken back in, so not opting for touch. And Jessie Tremoulière, World Player of the Year for 2018. Then linking well with Ayaan Jasson. Tackle comes in well.
Saluzzo.
Release the ball.
Making her debut. Penalty France. Saluzzo wants to take it quickly. Bourdon was right next to her as if to suggest she would if she didn't. Berthoumieux. Chance to see the new flanker in action with ball in hand. Bourdon again from Saluzzo. Tremoulière.
Okay, tackle! Tackle!
Tremoulière was tackled, but that's brilliant work from Italy to come back and give France no time on the ball. Saluzzo under plenty of pressure. And Michele Solari can take a bow for winning Italy that penalty. France and England have generally been the superpowers of the Six Nations. Ireland falling away in recent years. Italy with a good campaign through the 2019 championship. Would be wonderful for the competition and for women's rugby as a whole to have another team able to challenge the likes of France and others across the world. Madia, little dummy, ended up passing it straight into Audrey Forlani. France will have the scrum from the knock-on. France coming off the back of that 47 points to 17 win against Ireland in Dublin, scoring 7 tries in the process. Saluzzo, Bourdon, just overcooked it. Not quite getting things how she'd normally like them, Pauline Bourdon. Started the championship like a firecracker. Some fantastic contributions. As you can see from that stat, look at the offloads from Italy. Look at her change the point of attack, not get drawn into too many up-front battles with France. You could tell early on in the first 10-15 minutes they weren't looking to put too many players into the breakdown. They've had to start doing that against France now. But it tells a little story there. Baratin. Ball was knocked on.
I got a knock on from you in the tackle, and then it hit me afterwards, okay? We got a knock on first, then the ball hit me.
Extraordinary nature to Sarah Baratin. Not one of those nines that plays with a hurriedness about her, sort of pedestrian-esque as she walks into those breakdowns, but then suddenly gets the ball away, setting her back line on their front foot.
Crouch, bind, set.
Italy at the very least have had parity so far in the scrum, and that one's certainly not moving anywhere on their terms. Stefan, was that forward? No. We happily continue. Silari with the carry. Baratin, Maria. And then they come again. Franco just joining in with things out on that far side. Baratin again through Maria. They're going to shift it on again through Arrighetti, but they were all stood a little bit near each other. It's a solid line from Saluzzo. It is where France can be dangerous. Bourdon looking to get a bit of width on it through Forlani. Forlani bowls it away under the right arm, but
we come back as a knock-on.
We have a knock-on that was
I missed you, sorry.
Spotted over the near side.
Knock on.
France just knocking it forwards.
Not very well, no.
Good spot down the near side.
Yeah, there's an obstruction about our 10, Yeah? They my 10. Right, okay. No,
Sarah, that was a collision, not obstruction.
It's just appealing about an obstruction. Just trying to see where this knock-on occurred.
Yep, no worries.
Wasn't in that little spell of possession. That's how the tackles are going down. France having to make, well, double the amount that Italy are making, and that tells you the story in terms of possession.
It's not great. Just talk really loudly for me.
Clara, Leo here, I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, she's still being treated, okay.
One of the newer faces into the French side. Axel Berthoumieux is one of those leading the tackle stats, made 8 so far, as has Gaby Vernier. And those stats just updated. 73 tackles made by France to 33 by Italy. And 6 missed, crucially, which, as Italy shift the ball around, is providing them with the opportunity to find a bit of space.
Turn back on.
Also, a couple of dominant tackles in there, which have allowed Italy a couple of key turnovers, just as France were knocking on the door.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Baratin gets it in. It is a decent shove from the French 8 this time, and they get the penalty. Clap of the hands from Hermé. Italy less impressed. Elisa Giordano.
Yeah. I didn't really like you were kicking. It's here.
Boujard has tried to take a little nudge into the corner, but
There you go.
needs to come back to the mark. She's got a decent nudge on that. Well, we've seen one catch and drive, brilliantly defended by Italy. This one perhaps a little closer. What can they do? French normally so good from this sort of position. Oh, Italy steal it. Well, we said they were capable of doing so. Rutsa into Diallo. Little roll to help secure possession. Baratin tells her troops where she needs them. Maddie, a little juggle with it. Didn't have as much time on the ball as she might have liked as a result. Back in, having missed that England game, been fly half and all the other Six Nations games so far. France are not used to losing lineouts. Italy have been dominating lineout steals for the competition. You marry those two stats together and you can see what's happening. France go again. Hermé does secure it at the back. Italy get a bit of a drive. Confusion from Saluzzo as to which way she's going. Boujard, a double tackle. And I think quite a hit taken from Giordano, who's just stayed down momentarily.
Let's use the ball.
Would be a big loss to Italy if she's unable to rejoin the action. Saluzzo has to go digging for that one. Miner's helmet on and everything. Joyeux stepping back in. Italy down a defender in the forwards at the minute, but they're going to go out to the wide outside. Bourdon has gone for the kick over the top. Oh, well, I was going to say for a moment it'd have been brilliantly handled, but in fact it's been knocked on. Thought for a minute the mark was going to be called by Silari. Just couldn't handle it in the end.
Yeah, no worries.
Ferland, I should say.
Can you just hold them up for me? Thanks, Rob.
But we will have a pause while Giordano just gets a bit of attention. Made her debut against France all of 8 years ago. Touchdown for a score against Scotland. It looks like she's going to be leaving the field. Lucia Camerano. Camerano onto the field. Came off the bench against England, did Lucia Camerano, and against Scotland and Ireland. Well, looks like there was a bit of contact with the knee in that tackle. And confirmation that Giordano is leaving the field for an HIA. So a possibility of a return.
Crouch.
But player safety of the utmost importance.
Set.
France continuing to knock on the door. 9 minutes to go until the break. Italy get another shove on. Bourdon knocks it on. Where is Pauline Bourdon? She's not out there at the moment. And the look on her face tells you an awful lot about it. Wasn't the easiest of passes from Marie Saluzzo, you have to say, but France entirely out of sorts due to the pressure that Italy have been putting on them. Saluzzo having to use that ball at the scrum because the Italian 8 are getting a good shove on it. Another handling error.
Crouch. Binds. Set.
Baratin waiting for the ball. Italy picked and went the wrong way, straight into Koumba Diallo. Madia gets into play scrum half. Now Baratin has Rigoni waiting behind her to make the clearance. Rigoni. Good distance on that. Saluzzo and Tremoulière both on top of each other in trying to take the quick one. The home fans cheering everything positive they get from their side. They know the challenge ahead of them this afternoon. French will have come here knowing that Italy have put a couple of decent performances together, but with the full belief that they're going to get the result. It's an overthrow from France. Italy secure it. Make that the third line out. France have not managed to get their lines right. Stefan. Oh, ball's gone forwards. We will end up with the scrum. Good tackle from Bouchard. And the rip from Yengo.
Time off.
Chance for everybody to take on a bit of liquid, get themselves refreshed. Pretty even now in terms of the possession. And we've been around about the position we are for a little while, haven't we, as you can see, in terms of action areas. 47% just inside the Italian half.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
That thread on that combination from Baratin and Madia and Rigoni. It's one of the areas where Italy have looked so good throughout the competition. No Madia in the England match. Run around from Tremoulière. It's what you're used to seeing from France. Ayaan Jasson perhaps shouldn't have risked the pass. Well, she did have it in two hands, to be fair. It was just over the shoulder of Jessie Tremoulier. Didn't stand much chance of capturing that one.
I didn't get anything from the AR. I'm not that side.
Italy look to try and go to the middle, but France will nick one back. Diallo. France just stuttering into the tackles, but it's nice from Vernier. Bourdon wants it now from Saluzzo. Then to the outside, Yengo, and then Boujard. Boujard with such pace. Oh, what a finish from the winger.
Excuse me, sorry.
Brilliant score from Caroline Boujard. Runs with such athleticism and pace. Driven all the way to the line. And France get themselves level. Double tackle came in. Boujard was strong enough to make the finish. Of course, it all goes back to Italy losing the line out as Annick Hérault watches on. It's not going to be an easy conversion effort. Jessie Tremoulier stepping back in for her first Six Nations game of the year against Ireland. Slotted 6 out of 6. Not going to be quite the start that she and the French supporters might have liked from the tee, but it is all square. Bourdon has got such a wonderful passing action, and Yengo just did enough to hold Manuela Ferlan before Boujard was set away. Just waiting on a ball currently, which Giada Franco has located pitch side.
Come on.
Rigoni's restart taken by Hermé. Saluzzo, Bourdon, Diallo. Well accompanied in the tackle from Ferrer. Saluzzo to Bourdon again. Bourdon stepping back, using the feet. Looked inside to see if there was an offload available, which there wasn't, but Italy might catch themselves a little narrow here if they're not too careful. Traoré with the first carry. Defensive line moves across. Giordana Duca with the tackle, and Italy get the penalty. France coming in at the side to try and secure it. 2.5 minutes to go of the first half here in Padova. This could be a chance for Rigoni to
Are you going for touch?
take
Yeah? Right.
Italy a little further upfield. Sarah Cox
Yeah? Okay.
just establishing the detail.
Cool.
She just wanted to check she wasn't going for goal, but I think Rigoni was intrigued by the sudden interest in her strategy.
Tom off. Thank you. Play it down over there. So. Time off.
Well, we've already had Melissa Giordano have to leave the field.
We got time off.
Currently we have Lucia Camerano, who came on to replace her, who I think it might be possibly a contact lens situation. It's a little bit more than that. The tape is going around the head now.
They switch.
Nice, enjoyable Sunday afternoon out in Padova.
Someone.
Bertoni. Over the top for Ruzza. Baratin. It's a similar platform from where Italy launched for their first score. But France are offside. And this now is a much more attractive position to take some points. Baratin is just having a check. And I think it's going to be Michele Silari to have a go, to add 3 points to the tally. As we approach half-time. Silari 20 points in the competition, including the only 3 in that 3-all draw with Wales. Game no doubt everyone who took part in was happy to forget. Silari then to reassert Italy's lead. Slotted. Italy back in front after France transgressed the offside line. Italy 8, France 5. Yeah, you could see Diallo was definitely the one who'd stepped forwards, possibly more alongside her. Tremoulier with the restart. Goes deep. It wouldn't be a bad strategy for Italy to play keep ball and take the half-time whistle as soon as it presents itself. Or alternatively, Gianfranco can step away over the 10-metre line. Rigoni has then booted that upfield. That has gone into touch. And Sarah Cox will blow the half-time whistle. Well, a great first half of action in Padova. A try from the 50th cap of Sofia Stefan to go with one she scored earlier in the competition. And Caroline Boujard scores her 3rd try of the 2019 Six Nations. The penalty from Michele Silari keeps Italy in front at the break. What a second 40 to look forward to. It's Italy 8, France 5 at half-time.